like a weird panic attack or something and be like, I can't do this. But I was like, it never even, like there's no, like the rushes I kept feeling were like excitement. I was like really analyzing it as I was going, and I was like, am I scared? No, I'm just fucking excited. I'm like so excited. So, hey, let's go to Disneyland. Through the process of discovering who I really am and realizing that I'm not in the right body and trying to decide what steps I could take to actually make that all align, I went through this process where I would sit alone and just think, if I was on a deserted island and no one was around and society was not an issue, would I take testosterone? And like, yes, absolutely. I mean, there wasn't a question in my mind when I sat there and I envisioned myself, you know, just like being on a deserted island and not having anybody, you know, be a part of my personal decision about who I am or influencing me. You know, would I take that T shot? And yeah, absolutely. I was born in Fredericksburg, Virginia in 1981, so I'll be 36 in August coming up. Growing up, I was always called a tomboy, and my mom always called me a tomboy, but I kind of hated the term at the time because I thought that was kind of, you know, honestly being different and not being as girly, you know, was considered in my small town to be kind of a bad thing. You know, we were picked on for being more boyish girls. After being called a tomboy all of my life and being kind of ridiculed and made fun of it for it, I decided to kind of conform to what society had deemed to be feminine. So I actually had a deep voice through elementary school, but then in middle school when girls were starting to take notice of boys and that seemed to be what I was supposed to be doing, like I actually trained my voice to create this like flirty, higher pitched voice, which now I'm regretting that but I distinctly remember trying to speak more, hey, like, ho, like girlier, you know, to flirt with the boys, because that just made me fit in more, you know. Will Ferrell, did he speak at a college? Yeah.
Now serving 4, 2, 3 at station 1.
Have you guys all been checked in?
I'm so excited. I'm like ready for this. I don't know if it's. I'm curious to see if I feel anything right away, but I think that's kind of wishful thinking. I feel like I might want a big, fat, juicy steak right after this, even though I just ate. So I'm ready for that. Yeah, hell yeah, finally. Oh my god. I feel like such a little kid on Christmas. So.
Pretty much went over everything.
Then I went on to post-grad, and that was when I first met a couple gay guys and a couple lesbians and thought, I'm into women. Like, this is pretty obvious. And I was so excited about that because I could start to dress boyish again. And I could actually go, but I didn't have to put on this act of wearing a mini skirt or a dress, or I was playing a role. I was acting. So as soon as I came out as a lesbian, I was like, all right, I can go back to baggy jeans and comfortable fitting clothes and really, you know, be myself. And a few years after that, I cut my hair and it gradually got shorter and shorter. And just the more that I started to explore my gender expression, I started to realize that this isn't just me, you know, expressing myself through my attire. Like, this is me. Like, I am not female. So I came out to my parents this past Christmas, even though I had known, and I announced to all my friends here in LA that I am trans, I know that I'm trans. They started calling me he, him, using those pronouns. And I eventually decided I gotta tell my parents, you know, before I take the next step, because I love them and I want them to be a part of every step of my life because I wouldn't be where I am without them. So the way that I came out to them was I sat them down and I said, do you remember how I came out to you as a lesbian? And my mom was like, like what's coming, you know? And I was like, well, remember how I said I always played sports? I always was like, I don't want baby dolls, you know, growing up. I was always playing with the boys and that was how I came out as a lesbian to her, you know, and that was I never wanted to wear a dress to church. I always wanted to wear what David was wearing, etc. And so I gave her the almost exact same speech that I gave her and my father as I came out as a lesbian, except I just said, you know, that all those qualities that I was describing is actually just me. I just didn't have a word for it, but actually I'm trans. Like that's not, you know, sexuality and gender are different. And I thought at the time, you know, that was my only option really was to be a lesbian, you know, and to kind of, you know, because I'm attracted to women but that's just a part of the whole human sexuality. Today is the beginning of the rest of my life. I'm getting my first testosterone shot. It's gonna be awesome. I have a roommate that could probably do it.
They could come with you.
Yeah, definitely. Or this guy. Drive over every morning. Every Friday morning. Like a ritual. Breakfast burrito and a shot.
All right, ready?
Yeah. So.
Whatever side you want to.
Does it matter how much muscle? Or like.
I'll find it.
Okay.
It'll be like on the outer part.
Do I need to like lay down or anything?
If you want, it's up to you. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. I'm gonna put it down a little bit. Okay?
Yeah,
So
no
I can
problem.
know. Here we go.
I don't even feel it.
Oh, perfect.
It was great.
I'm glad. Yay. Okay.
It's like riding a bike. Well,
Yay.
for you, I'm sure. Awesome.
All right. Thank you. So then we'll see you next week, okay?
Yes, every Friday, right?
Yeah, just
Alright.
check in as a nurse. All right.
Awesome.
Have a good
Thank
day.
you so much.
You're welcome.
How's your butt?
My butt is great. My butt is a butt. I feel, oh my god, I think I'm already growing hair on my ass. Oh, did you get my sunglasses?
Yeah.
Oh, you got them. What did you think? Anyways, so today I took my first shot of testosterone, and it's a big day. A lot of us trans community like to consider this kind of a rebirth of sorts. It's like my new birthday. It's my second birthday, and I'm kind of over the moon right now, and I'm kind of waiting to feel like the Incredible Hulk, but or Popeye eating a big can of spinach, but I think that comes a little bit further down the line. But it's pretty great. It feels pretty good. So, what in butt?